With another one, and on today's episode, we got the Porsche Puma Disc Rebirth. Yo, you already know what it is. This thing's crazy. This could have been the Bruce Lee. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Right in the mouth. Punch it right in the throat for me. Yeah, let's get to that on foot. You already know we about to put these on the turntable, do a 360 backflip, tear them apart, do what we usually do. See if they're everything they're made up to be, go into the history. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. All right, YouTube, here we are back with another one, and today we're taking a look at the Porsche Puma Disc Rebirth. Like, yo, dog, like, look at this thing's crazy. Look at the colors on this. Anyways, let's take a look at this upper as usual. First thing we're taking a look at is this crazy strap with your dotted line broken up, and like that's one of the main features of the shoe. Old school Velcro. We all knew about it. We all had that since play school, since elementary, so we know what that's about. I ain't gonna waste time. I'm gonna just get straight into it, man. This is that Puma Disc Rebirth technology. Clickety clickety. All it does is tighten up, and when you turn it to the left, you pull the shoe out and it loosens up really nice. Super cool. But yeah, man, that is pretty much the function of the shoe in a nutshell. It's a speed lacing system for people that ain't got no time, ain't got time for that. Is this the tech of the 21st century? Because you don't see too many shoes with this type of tech on it that's actually functional in today's demanding marketplace. And you have some branding, the Porsche 911, as you guys seen in the title. All these motorsports companies are basically getting their own colorways and their own silhouettes. So this is the Puma version, and I'm surprised they chose the Puma Disc Rebirth for that. But first thing we have is this weird textile upper. Now this thing feels a little bit weird. It's not like, I don't know, I would say it's more akin to nubuck, and it doesn't 100% feel like nubuck, but it definitely has like some sort of reminiscent feel of nubuck in itself, and I don't know why that is, but it's just a weird texture. This strap is made of a very thick poly, and obviously they need it to be robust because it's one of the main lockdown features of the shoe. You have this Porsche broken line, and this actually is a raised material. I'm not sure what it is, but it's it's hard and it's gonna last a long time. I don't expect this print to come off. Usually what you see is when it comes to these automotive crossovers where they do it with the sneakers, it's usually like BMW. Like, I find BMW usually gets those. So for the most part, to see Porsche get their own crossover shoe, it's actually pretty interesting, man. You got these raised print lines here on the back heel section leading into that 911 branding on the back. I want to say that's not nubuck or suede, but some sort of like, it feels more foamy than anything, to tell you the truth. The midsole design is pretty cool, broken up into this giant heel piece of Phylon. I'm pretty sure it feels squishy, so I'm gonna say it's Phylon. You have your textured surfaces here, which might be good for kicking the shoes off without scuffing them up. But anyways, you have a kind of a mudguard section on the side. Now at first I wasn't too happy with this portion of the shoe, but it kind of looks a little bit interesting, but it's more functional than anything. Actually, part of me kind of wish they put that maybe in black, or maybe had that not there at all and let the design of the shoe do the work. But it's still an interesting piece. It's just a little bit different color from the rest of the shoe, but overall they did a good job with the lines. Now you have your mud guard in the front that goes halfway up the shoe, and the toe box and the rest of the shoe is pretty much a synthetic upper. It's a textile, very breathable, very malleable. If it creases, there's nothing you can do about it. It's a textile, but you're not gonna see any significant life-changing damage. But they're very breathable and flexible. These are light shoes for the size. You have a broken line here. My first thought when I saw these was Bruce Lee. You guys remember that Bruce Lee film where he's fighting Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and he gets the big footprint kick? These could have been the Puma Bruce Lees. And this lacing system is held down by these nylon straps, and the nylon straps don't look robust, but trust me, they're robust. They have to support this one cable, and I mean, this cable itself, it seems flimsy, but it's not, man. It's actually pretty sturdy. Oh God, you could probably use it in an emergency if you had to. You need fishing line, you might you might be saved by these. But anyways, if you can see here, you got the instructions for the the lacing system. So it says disc right to tighten, left click to unlock, and pull tongue to loosen, and that's exactly how that works. The branding on the actual disc itself is pretty cool. It almost kind of gives you instructions on what to do with that. If you're scared of getting your kicks dirty, like, yo, spray these down, spray them down immediately, because the minute a speckle of dust gets on these, you're gonna be crying to mama. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you get that Crep Protect, whatever kind of shoe protector, whatever. Spray these down, make sure you don't get dirty, man. You're gonna be upset. The midsole design is pretty dope, and it kind of has a textured surface here. I like when they put texture on the back of the midsole and stuff like that. So for people that like to kick their shoes off, these are shoes that are meant for speed lacing. So I mean, you don't really have an excuse to be kicking your shoes off like that in the first place. Looking at the interior of the shoe, it looks very plush, and you know, I don't even gotta say nothing about the booty squeeze test, man. That's, you know, it is what it is. This thing got some nice meaty interior, and it looks very padded. Now, if you notice, they did a good job of padding that disc section, because more than likely that would cause some chafing if they didn't do a good job, just because of how beefy that is. But the interior, Puma did a good job, man. Instead of just shoving straight up paper inside, they gave you the shoe tree with the stack in there. I gotta say, man, Puma might be the best everyday wear brand that's out right now, because it seems like everything they put out is fire. All of the stuff fits amazing, and their packaging is phenomenal. They really put attention to detail on their joints, man. Porsche branding on the inside. This shoe has 911 on the inside, so, and you know, it's just a really comfortable shoe overall. Now, my girlfriend thinks that they're really comfy, and you know, you have some instructions and some stuff here, basically a spiel about, you know, the Puma disc Rebirth, how to tighten it, blah 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 blah. And this tag is actually probably could be left on if you want it to, because it's not made of paper, it's some sort of plastic. And you know, you got your Rorschach Watchman-esque. So you guys remember the Watchman, right? You remember the Watchman? Rorschach. My name is Rorschach. Outsole, and this is really cool. I definitely like the Puma branding on this, yellow on black. This traction is a diamond print and should be pretty functional for indoors. Now, the texture of it's pretty soft. I'm assuming that you don't want to spend too much time playing on these in an outdoor court, because they're gonna get ground down real quick with this soft outer. But indoors, these are gonna have great grip, and you know, you might just have to give them a quick wipe every now and then in between plays. It's almost like a printout on the bottom of the shoe of where a lot of the stress goes. So, you know, you have your outer foot and you have your inner foot as well as heel section, and that's, I don't know, it's just pretty cool. Now, this piece right here is a solid black glossy shank plate, and that's gonna help to add structure to the shoe, you know what I mean, so that it doesn't twist or bend very easily. Have any of you guys actually owned a Puma disc Rebirth? Let me know what you guys think about them, and give me your past experiences. Like, does this clickety hold up under pressure, especially when you're playing ball? Because these are marketed as ball shoes. This shoe does feel very stable. So, I mean, it would be, in essence, probably pretty good for basketball. I mean, it takes care of all the major issues, you know what I mean? Lockdown, comfort, lightweight, and it breathes probably pretty good because of the entirely synthetic upper. Now, the only thing I do wish that they might have done different on the shoe is make the interior black. Only because when you have yellow insoles and yellow, you know what I mean, yellow interior, the more you wear black socks or whatever and get those dirty, it ain't going back, dog. And I hate when the interior shoes pill up. So now the only things that worry me are these eye stays and the fact that they're stitched in, but basically those are hard pieces of plastic. So I think if too much stress goes on those, you know, it's gonna be a catastrophic failure, because if this something happens to this wire, it's the only lacing system. Now, fortunately, you have a really decent strap here, so even if the lacing system goes, you can still rely on the strap, but make sure you guys don't over tighten. Now, if I'm not mistaken, they have a function mechanism that if you over tighten it, I'm sure that the piece will skip, so it won't actually tighten to the point that it breaks, but you definitely have to be careful, man. If the lacing system breaks, that's cool, but these eye stays, if they pull out, you're pretty much screwed. So just be careful, y'all. This is the taxi cab colorway of Puma. Man, not many people be wearing yellow, but you know what I'm saying, I got all the weird outfits because, you know, I'm a weirdo like that. I got pretty much an outfit for every pair of kicks. Oh well, here's another one. But anyways, that's a basic rundown of the shoe. Let me know what you guys think of these in the comments section, man. I mean, it's a yellow shoe and it's a men's shoe. I don't know why they didn't make this the females, but anyways, On Foot coming up next. I hope you guys like the review, and yeah, man, I mean, let me know what you guys think of the Pumas, dog, because like these are fast shoes, 911s, y'all. You know what I mean? Oh, and when you're talking about sizing, be true to yourself. Be true to yourself and true to your size as well, man, because these definitely run true to size. They do have a bit of padding in there, so you know, it is what it is. It's gonna be a little bit of a tight squeeze, but I think you should go true to size, man. You don't want these running too loose. Box reads Porsche, and you can see it has a very nice color. Puma Disc Rebirth. Adults, UK size 8.5, and yeah, man, this is a very nice textured box. It actually feels great, has a great texture. It's like a matte finish, man, and yeah, I'm just happy with it. Inner paper is Porsche Puma. Interestingly enough, what we have here on the back of the box is a size conversion chart. Now, what I actually thought this was is, I thought you could put your foot down. I thought you could put your foot down and measure your foot, and that actually would be pretty sick. But what it turns out, what this is a legend, and it gives you a rundown of what all the symbols mean. And so when you're buying the shoe, you know what it has in it, if it has textiles, if it's real leather, what the interior is made of. Yeah, blase. But you know, they did a good job. They actually put some stuff on the back that could be useful for you, man. Yeah, so yeah, that's the unboxing, man. The box is really nice, matches the kicks. Anyways, guys, that's the review for today. Let me know what you think of these baddies. Are you guys gonna cop these? Do you dare? Or do you guys already have a pair of Puma discs and you're like, nah, I'm good, fam, I'm good. Anyways, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. On Foot coming up next. Make sure you guys stay tuned for just a little while longer. You might be surprised at how these look on foot. All right, mid that pun. See you guys on another video. Let's go.
These keys ain't for the call. If you can't do the time, don't get involved. I cock one in the head, niggas get appalled. Seen the look on your face, shit, it said it all. I'm cut from another cloth. Still looking in your face when I let it off. All my niggas cop weight just to get it off. My white boy took a snort, said it's fucking off. More spots in a cheetah face. I pull up on the clientele with the dealer plates, so the heads catch the play like a pop fly. I react like sodium peroxide. I'm not shy, I done seen the devil in his eyes. Hoes, hey, you got a brick, watch your stock rise. Bow-legged stands for him with the cock eye.